Hello, everybody. My name is Matt, and it is Tuesday, May 31st, and the World of Warcraft Shadowlands final patch has come out. Patch 9.2.5, and with it comes at least two, maybe one more cinematic. There's one with their in-game cinematics, so they're not like the fully produced cinematics. So there's one with Sylvanas and Anduin, which we're going to watch today. There's another one with Lillian Voss and Kalia Menethil, which I don't know if we're going to... I'll watch it, but I don't know if I'm going to do a reaction to it or not. Let me know if you think you should. These are supposed to be little epilogues for a couple plot threads that have not been resolved yet. Actually, now I think about it, there's probably one more with Tyrande and the Winter Queen, because I know that there is story with that as well in this patch. I have seen... I don't know how this keeps happening with Blizzard. They encrypt things, and then, like, an hour or two before it's supposed to go live, all of it just gets leaked anyway. But I have seen the dialogue for this Anduin and Sylvanas scene out of order data mined ahead of time, and I have some thoughts about it, but I will see what the cinematic portrays it as, because thus far I think it is just... more trash, and I'm shocked that people are like defending it as good from what I've seen online, but we'll take a look. So we're going to see the Anduin and Sylvanas in-game cinematic. This takes place after Sylvanas gets damned into the Maw. If you read the terrible Sylvanas book, you'll see at the very end, Anduin decides to follow her into the Maw, because nothing says good storytelling like following your abuser into super hell, where you help her serve her sentence even though you did literally nothing and were mind controlled 100% against your will. But, you know, anything to make it so that Anduin and Wrathion can't interact in Dragonflight, because that might make them seem like they're gay, and we can't have that. So, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. She's forced to do the Maw dailies forever.
Why are you here, Anduin? Your kingdom and your friends are awaiting your return.
My friends. The ones I almost killed. They believe my hands are clean.
Almost like they are.
But they don't feel clean.
Almost like they are.
It is perilous to confuse what you are made to do with what you choose to do.
How can I not when it all blurs together?
It doesn't, though.
It was so horrific and exhilarating. And it sickens me to think that satisfaction may have been mine.
Cool. Good ass pull.
So that's why you've come. You fear you might not be who you thought you were.
I'm starting to wonder if I ever knew. For the first time
I'm
in my
14
life,
and this is deep.
I'm afraid that if I call on the light, it won't answer. If I've no trust in myself, how can I expect my kingdom to trust me?
To
put their faith in me when mine has faltered.
Why? You didn't do anything wrong.
Must you bear that weight?
A king does not have a choice.
No choice? I thought you believed in free will.
I need time to think about many things.
Anduin, I have faced who I was and accepted what I've done.
Have you really, though?
Now, the work
It happened off-screen
begins.
after a cinematic ended.
Yes, it does. Farewell, Sylvanas Windrunner. Until our paths cross again.
Which should never happen ever.
Farewell, little lion.
That's that. That scene is so unearned with how much it thinks it's important. It's so completely unearned. If you could, if you asked me, show me a poster of what has destroyed World of Warcraft the most, it would be Anduin and Sylvanas talking to each other. Because I can't fucking believe how badly they've ruined this game and this franchise, because one character is one where the lead narrative developer has a boner for her, and the other one is a character where the writer, Christy Golden, who has major control over her, also seemingly has a boner for him. And to just fucking destroy her character and his character and every other major character that's been in Shadowlands for this, it was for nothing. It's for nothing. Shadowlands is over, and it was for nothing. We didn't progress the franchise. We went backwards. Like, it drives me fucking crazy. This idea that Anduin is like, he never had control, ever, and it was very clear from this. And even in interviews behind the scenes with developers, they said, Anduin is 100% being mind-controlled and actively, completely controlled by the jailer, except for that one moment in the 9.1 trailer where the jailer, like, flips the light switch back on just to make him feel bad before flipping it back off again. To then now say, after the fact, at the end of everything, that, oh, I was actually horny for the things that I did when I was evil, too. It's like, fuck that. That's the worst, most obvious, forced explanation for why you need to have to make him go away so that he doesn't show up in Dragonflight. I would rather you just write him saying, I'm not gay, so I'm not showing up for Wrathion. That would be better than what this is. This idea that after the fact, he's, like, horny for being violent and evil. It's terrible. And I'm so glad that Sylvanas, after having paired up with Super Satan and almost destroyed the world, and then realizing she was wrong, and still getting her way anyway with Pelagos. Because if you think about it, Sylvanas got what she wanted. Pelagos is the Arbiter, and Pelagos was like, well, everyone's going to have a choice now what to do when they die. She accomplished her goal. You think maybe she would be humbled a little bit? No, she acts exactly the same still. It's cool. Nobody progresses as a character. Everyone actually just ends up devolving into a trope. And this is fucking trash. And people are like, this was really good dialogue. I really appreciate how Anduin's wavering. He didn't do anything wrong. It's even the developers were like, yeah, he's just being mind controlled. It's like, this is Steve Denuzer's baby. This is the beginning of his control over the franchise. And if this is a prelude to what Dragonflight's going to be, I'm done. I'm not interested.